Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, September 10th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Well, we made it another week, and the weekend is here, and this one is a special one. It's the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and I do encourage everyone to take some time tomorrow to pause and take a moment to remember those that we lost on that horrible day. Okay, so now we do have some news to share, so let's get right into it, shall we? The bus woes for Anne Arundel County schools is showing zero signs of getting any better. Yesterday, 18 routes were canceled again for the second day, and the school system has said that their contractors are trying as hard as they can. Unfortunately, most of the cancellations are here in the Annapolis feeder system, which has a lot of lower-income students who don't have transportation or whose parents can't afford to miss work transporting their kids to and from school. This is a problem that has been known for the past 18 months, and at some point, the school district should be forced to explain why this happened and who was responsible. In the interim, they say that parents system-wide should check the website aacps.org/buses every single day to see if their children have transportation to the school. Last night, 4 routes had already been canceled. Here in Annapolis, the city, who is not responsible for bus transportation, is trying to step up to the plate. Mayor Buckley is looking for city employees that have the appropriate CDL licenses and can pass background checks to volunteer to drive. And yesterday I had lunch with Police Chief Jackson, and he told me that the department is looking to borrow a bus to help alleviate some of the problem. And also he's told officers to up their patrols near the canceled routes and look for kids that may be struggling, that may need a ride, and to offer them a ride for free to their school. No matter how you look at this, it is a mess. And in what may be a sign of things to come, Charles County schools have canceled all middle school dances and all homecomings for high schools this fall to keep COVID in check. Fingers crossed that we don't get to that point here in Anne Arundel County. These kids have had a horrible 2 years. Brooks DuBose had a pretty detailed piece in the Capitol about the new Hillman Garage project. The project is moving forward, and the Planning Commission is looking for public input. They have a hearing next Wednesday. If all goes well, demolition is scheduled to begin right after the holidays this year. Demo and construction is expected to take more than a year, and then a reconstruction of City Dock will follow that. Now, the project has a $62 million price tag, and that was $50 million last I checked. And to be honest, I'm still not very clear on how it is going to be financed. The mayor says that there will be zero tax dollars used, but there is a new resilience authority that has been established, which has the ability to get grants and presumably get some tax money. He's also said that the contractors are going to work for free and be paid with revenues from parking fees in a PPP or a public-private partnership agreement. It's going to take a lot of cars parking to get $62 million back if I'm a contractor. I guess we'll see, but my guess is that tax dollars will become involved at some point. Visit Annapolis and the Anne Arundel Workforce Development Corp are at it again. In an effort to jumpstart the hospitality industry, they are hosting an in-person hiring fair this time on September 29th. It's a Wednesday. It's at the Crown Plaza near the Annapolis Mall, and it runs from 9 a.m. till noon. There are so many jobs in the industry right now, and they expect a huge turnout and are asking any job seekers to pre-apply at applyannearundel.com. You can see who's participating, read job descriptions, find out salary, and much, much more. And more will be added all the time, so you want to check back in on that as well. Again, September 29th, it's a Wednesday, Crown Plaza near the Annapolis Mall, 9 to noon. The jobs are there. Go get them. You normally don't think about beer and libraries in the same thought. Well, this month you can. The Anne Arundel County Public Library has partnered with Firm, Crooked Crab, and Forward Brewing, along with Hysteria Tap House, to offer exclusive library blonde ales. It's all to celebrate the centennial of the library, and the ales will be released next week, Wednesday through Saturday, and true to their craft beer craze, they have come up with some great names. Seeds Sown from Forward, One for the Books from Crooked Crab, Read the Book from Firm, and I don't remember the title, but the cover was Blonde from Asteria. So head on over to your local brewery and celebrate the library next week. More details can be found at aacpl.net/foundation/cheers. And again, man, libraries have become so cool from when I was forced to go to them as a kid. And as we wrap up, not enough going on to warrant a full weekend wrap-up, so here is the abridged version. Tonight from 5 to 8 down at Eagle Alley, you want to check out the Cutwater event. Cutwater yachts will be provided by Pocket Yacht Company. Cutwater cocktails, sense a theme here, will be provided by Katzif Brothers, and music by Sparks and McCoy. All brought to you by Snag a Slip, which is really the Airbnb for the boat set, and Oasis Marinas. It's going to be at 110 Compromise Street. That's the old Fawcett's building, and it should be an awful lot of fun. Also, tonight, it's Arts Alive at Maryland Hall. Celebrate the arts outside under the stars. It's going to be a beautiful night. And when I last looked last night, there were still a few tickets left. So if you are a procrastinator looking for a fabulous evening, MarylandHall.org is where you need to go right now. Tomorrow is the Navy Air Force football game. It will be a terrific game no matter who comes out on top, and there will be many remembrances of Service Academy grads that were lost on 9/11. It'll be a very moving afternoon. Kickoff is at 3:30 p.m. March on is at about 3:15, and there will be a flyover at about 3:25 p.m. So that's your preemptive answer to your question, hey, why are there jets flying overhead? Eye on Annapolis will have our coverage starting probably at about 2 o'clock. You want to follow us on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis, and we may throw out a bonus podcast or two throughout the game as well. And later on Saturday, it is the sold-out, as always, Boatyard Beach Bash at the Annapolis Maritime Museum and Park. If you are going, have a blast. If you missed out, buy those tickets early next year. And speaking of buying tickets early, the Paca Girlfriends Party is this Tuesday, the 14th. The general admission tickets are sold out, but there are some VIP tickets that do remain. And this is the party of the year for the ladies of Annapolis, or so I'm told. Stupid Y chromosome. But you want to check it out and get your tickets at PacaGirlfriends.com, PACA, and this does benefit historic Annapolis. All right, so that's it for the news. But a reminder that coming up tomorrow for the local business spotlight, the fun guys from Park Fit up in Severna Park. Next Saturday, it's Margot from One North Wealth. And we dropped a bonus podcast yesterday with Cracker at noon. You want to take a listen to that. And I've got another one coming up next week with AJ Smith, and he's going to be at the Ram's Head on the 2nd of October. And that is one show you want to see at Ram's Head on stage. Trust me on that one. As always, thank you for listening. And if you are somewhere where you can leave us a rating or a review, please do. And make sure you let your friends, family, and colleagues all know to follow us. It really does help. A quick thank you to our 4 sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, Rehab to Perform, and MacMedics. It's Friday, so I'm just going to take this time to say have a great weekend. Stay safe, wash those hands, be kind to people, keep the Delta variant away, and we will see you on Monday. Now hang tight. George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather report. All that in just a bit.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
One of the most common questions we get, how do I maximize the value of my home before I sell it? It's a great question. We look at improvements like investments. What is the rate of return? For example, if we invest $5,000 in painting kitchen cabinets and installing granite, how much more will our home sell for? The answer? About $25,000 more. That's a 500% return on investment. Because of returns like this, we have started a program called Investing in You. We know cash is often tight when you're making a move, and we are here to help. We will front you up to $15,000 to invest in refreshing your home before you list it, with the agreement to be paid back once your home settles. Call us today at 410-599-1370 so we can help you maximize your home's value.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, September 10th. Not a bad day yesterday for the Annapolis region with nicer temps following a pretty warm Wednesday, and conditions should stay fairly ideal today through the weekend. Look for highs today in the Annapolis area to be in the upper 70s to lower 80s with nothing but sunshine, followed by more weather greatness tomorrow with sunshine in lower 80s as Navy plays Air Force at 3:30 p.m. in Annapolis, with Sunday likely to bring more of the same with sunny skies and temps around 85 or so to cap off a great weekend across the entire Mid-Atlantic region. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DC MDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and definitely use our website each day at dcmdvaweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. MacMedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. MacMedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. MacMedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit MacMedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service, and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call MacMedics at 410-757-MAX. which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at MacMedics.com.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, President of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners, like yourself, are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.